guys, welcome back to the channel. Hi, how are you? My name is Jeannie and this is Unfiltered 50s, and if you have never been here before, then welcome. Welcome. I'm so glad that you stopped by. I'm so glad that you found us, and if you have been here before, then I'm so glad that you're back. Thank you so much for spending a part of your day with me. In today's video, I have done a look using a very loved Mercari find. I finally got my hands on a palette that I have wanted for so long. It is the Thirsty palette from JSC, and wouldn't you know, right whenever I finally found an unused, unswatched, brand new in the box Thirsty palette, what does he do? He lets us know that he is going to be he announces that he is going to be releasing these palettes on Black Friday for 15% off. That's my luck. So I thought that I would go ahead and swatch this palette for you, let you see this palette in action so that you might be able to decide if you want to pick up this palette, if you're like me and missed the boat on the Thirsty palette. I was definitely not on the Jeffree train. Don't know if I've really quite ever been on the Jeffree train, but I definitely like his formula a lot, and I really like his early formula. Don't know if it's ever really changed, but I can tell you there's been some products of his that I have not really liked. So this palette though is, oh my goodness, maybe my absolute favorite palette of his. It is wonderful. So it is a 15 pan palette. I got mine, I would have to look at my receipt from Mercari to actually know what I paid, but it was not an overpriced palette. I can tell you that. Did I get it for less than face value? Maybe a couple of bucks, but it was not the same as getting it for 15% off. It was not that good of a deal, but it wasn't overpriced either. So I felt good when I bought it. I felt like I had made a really good deal. I felt like it was a really good price because it wasn't overpriced either. So yeah. It, like I said, was brand new in the box, had never been swatched. The mirror has never had the plastic taken off of it. So I was really happy to get my hands on this, and I love the color story of the palette, and I love the shimmers in the palette. It performs so well. I am just thrilled with this palette. So if you want to see the look and how I got this look that's on my eyes right now, it is the look that I did with this palette, then just keep watching. We're going to get into it right now. Okay guys, let's get into the try on portion of the video. Like I said, I finally broke down and purchased my Thirsty palette. This palette has eluded me for quite some time, and I finally found a new unused palette off of Mercari, and it had never been swatched. I have swatched it. It came with the thick piece of overlay. The plastic has never been taken off the mirror, and like I said, it had never been swatched whenever I got it. And I was very pleased with the purchase. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let's go through and do some swatches of the palette in case this is one of the palettes that you've been interested in and you are interested in trying to pick this up for Black Friday from Jeffree's site, because he is re-releasing it. So I'm just going to start at the bottom of the palette, and so like I said, I have been very pleased with the palette. so far on just the looks of the palette and getting it off of Mercari. I got a very good deal on the palette. And then moving into the second row, these are very nice shimmers and metallics. I think that the colors are really pretty in this palette. And the last color. You really can't see that because it is the color of my skin. But there's the entire palette swatched, just on a bare, plain, no primer down, no nothing, just a bare arm. But there's the entire palette. There are 15 shades in the palette. I'm not exactly sure what this will retail for on Jeffree's website. And there's the wipe off. So what do I have on my lids? I do have on the Kaleidos Tone Activator Primer. This is what I use every time. I really enjoy the primer. I feel like that it gives my lids a nice tone. I feel like it gives them a great lay down and provides for good staying ability with the shadows that I apply over the top of it. I love this primer. It's not drying. It doesn't seem to add any crepiness to my lids. It smooths everything out. For my complexion products, I have my Ilia Serum Super Serum Skin Tint with SPF 40, and then over my more hard to cover areas, I do have my go-to, which is number 7 Protect and Perfect Advanced All-in-One Foundation that you can get from your local drugstore. And I have the shade Warm Beige in that. Let's go in and get started with the look. I am going to go in with a Rephr 16, and I'm going to go into the shade Kumquat, and I am just going to take that right into the crease and above it as my transition shade. And it's just a nice warm Indian rose, if you will. Wow. This is just blending like a dream, going down. Really, really nice. Now I'm going to go into this very lightest shade called Parched, and I'm just going to blend that out. This is the Sephora 25 Pro Fan shadow brush, and I just love the shape of this brush. It's just like perfect for doing almost like a halo. And I'm going to use a Rephr 14, and I'm going to go in to this darker shade right here called Drizzle. And I'm just building that up in the crease and outer V. And I'm going to go back into, well, I'm going to go into this shade right here called Stroke. And I'm going to go under. And go back into Drizzle. Oh, this is everything that I wanted. Desert Dusk, or Dusk to Dawn, or Desert Dawn, or whatever the Charlotte Tilbury all matte palette was. This is what I wanted it to be. Okay, now let's go in with a little small packer brush. This is the Pro Small Shadow, the Sephora 15, I believe. And I'm just going to wipe that off and put a little water on that. Just put a little bit of setting spray. And I'm going to go into this one called Snatched. Should I go into Plunge? Maybe Plunge. So I'm going to go in. Just use my finger a little bit. Okay guys, I am back with my lashes, liner, and lips done, and this is my final look. I hope that you like it. I hope that you have enjoyed the video using the much anticipated Thirsty palette. She is going to be making her return on Black Friday. That will be November the 25th at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on the JSC website. She will be 15% off if you are looking to get her and you have not picked this palette up yet. I think that this is one of Jeffree's best palettes. It is one of his older palettes and quite honestly one of the better ones. So yes, if you have not gotten this one, this is what it looks like. I did do my look with it today and I am loving this palette. I did pick mine up off of Mercari. You might be able to find a deal there for, you know, not over the list price. Maybe even a little bit below list price if you don't get it on his website, but he will be running these at 15% off on Black Friday for the 25th, 26th, 27th. But I anticipate, and he even said they are very limited quantities available, so get there early and get these if this is a palette that you are wanting. I did do my lips in Artist Couture's Uncensored Lip Gloss, and the mascara that I have been using of late is the Major Pleasure mascara that is by Nabla. It was in my Trend Mood box and I've really been liking it. So I hope that you found something useful in today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please do rate the video, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, however you liked it, so I know what type of content you're liking on my channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love to see you hit the big red subscribe button down below and become part of the Unfiltered 50s family. And I will see you in my next one, but until then, mwah, smooches. See you next time. Bye for now.